Hi everyone, my name is Jan Dufour and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My website is stampmesilly.com. My name again is Jan Dufour. My website to purchase Stampin' Up! Items is jandufour.stampinup.net. You can also email me at my name jandufour@yahoo.com. This is another tips and tricks video. I wanted to introduce to you the Stamparatus. If you have not seen this already in our catalog, we brought it out last year. I have had two other brands of stamping platforms, and I have to say that they function quite adequately for what they do. They're just not quite built the same way as the Stamparatus, and this can do more. It's also a little bit less expensive than both of them, so that's always nice. One of the best features, I think, is this removable plate. You can put it however you want it. It goes in here. The nice thing that you can do with it is that you can also stamp something and then lift it up and move it. And without moving the stamp, you can position it a little bit higher, which is great for those progressive cards, especially if you want to change colored inks or just sayings and cover the whole front of the card with it that way. This is a great option. You'll notice it also has a hinge down below. Depending on how you like to hold it, I have seen some demonstrators use it this way, some turn it this way, and I've seen other people stamp from the top. And obviously, if you're left-handed, you would want this to the left. However you use it is fine. It's very agreeable to everything. It comes with a foam, well, this surface here is plasticized or laminated, I'm not quite sure. It comes with a foam mat, and it comes with a grid of stamping paper. You can purchase additional stamping paper. You can, I laminated this for my own purpose so that I can put things on it and then wipe it clean. I also purchased a magnetic pad, which is nice when you put dies down if you're just tracing around them or whatever, but it also works as a shim. So that's a nice feature as well. That particular mat comes from Stampin' Storage, and I will link down below to how you can get there. One of the great features, I think, is the ability to have your paper hanging off the edge, which you can't do with at least one of the different ones. So you can stamp wherever you want it to stamp. So if you place your stamp here, it can be here, etc. It comes with two magnets. It is not covered with anything, but I would highly recommend that you use masking tape or this particular tape is duct tape, but whatever. Use it because it is an amazing magnet. If you clash the two together, they might break. That's a quality or a part of what that magnet is. So if you break it, it's not guaranteed because they tell you it can break very easily. Putting the tape on it and having a handle on it keeps you from letting it just fly. And the other thing is sometimes when you do what I'm about to do, there's no place for the magnet. It actually stops it from stamping right where I want it to. So instead, I often will just use washi tape, which is, or purple tape. I actually use purple tape, but you can just place it there. And the wonder of this is, of course, is for repeating stamping if you've messed up. These particular guys are called Friesen Fun. And I do have the matching die cuts. So I just want to fill this up so that I can then turn around and color it all and then cut them out. So I can put them fairly close. There is always a white edge around each stamp when you place it in the inside the die cut. So just keeping that in mind. And these are pools of ice. So I want to be able to color those as well. So you just place them where you want them on your card. And this fits. And as I explained before, we have a foam mat in there. That's really for use with polymer. So because there's no thickness to it, you place this underneath and it's kind of spongy and it will stamp much better. Because I am using the rubber stamps, I don't need that. As you can see, it lays nice and flat. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamps. Now, I will tell you, chances are these are not going to stamp perfectly because it's the first time I've used these stamps, and I know I'm off screen a little bit, but I don't think you really need to see me inking. Everybody kind of knows how to do that. I'm doing it upside down. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Because I haven't taken off any of the oils that may be on there, we'll see how well it stamps. There you go. This poor guy here didn't get stamped well. Neither did this guy at the bottom. The rest of these turned out pretty good. The wonderful thing about having this is that you can restamp it without losing a lot of wasted paper, etc. So I'm going to just stamp up those two guys again and press where I didn't get a good stamped image. And voila, oops, the edge of a ski is not, look, missing. So 3 times is the charm. And I'm just going to press there so I don't make everything, oops, which part of this am I not inking? It will be the upper ski. Come on now. See how many times I've done this? And voila, it's perfect. It's still not quite covered. I'm going to do it again because I want it perfect. Ta-da! So there you go. So I have all of these. I can take these off now and I can go and color them. As you can see, I didn't put this on my body first to get some lint on it, so it's actually torn some of the pieces off in the bottom, but that's okay because I'm going to be coloring these and then die cutting them out. When you do it with, again, one of these guys, I'm just going to lift up these guys and move them off. You will need to use the foam pad that comes with it, and that just gives you some additional depth so that when you die cut these, I'm going to do the hippo just to give him because he's a solid stamp, and you know how it is when you stamp a solid stamp. It just doesn't always stamp the way you want it to. So I'm just going to put this in here. I'll put the foam pad underneath, give it some height. I'm going to use my purple tape, but first I'm gonna run it on my hand or my clothes or something, get some of the stickiness off so I don't ruin this sheet of paper down below. I'll just put him kind of like right here, just for fun. We'll put him in a scene, and I won't have to color him, so I'm gonna use Gorgeous Grape, because aren't hippos purple? I think they are. And if, ooh, this is one of Stampin' Up. This is good. This is one of Stampin' Up's new techniques. I kind of messed that up, and there's an obvious reason for that. So I don't know if you've heard of any of their reversible stamps, but they're made specifically. Ooh, I need another sheet of paper. Hang on. And it would not be done this way because this was kind of backwards, and I may edit this out. But in case I decide to keep it, look at this. I'm going to put a whole sheet of paper in there. I am just going to lay this down right here, not move it, press it down. And we have several sets that use this technique. And it isn't quite full, but if I was using this technique, I could then place it again and get it good. And then when you use the other side, most of them are detailed, and then you get to stamp the detail on there. But I didn't do that. It didn't work out that way. So let's clean this off real quick. And we will do it the right way, because that would be fun. Look at that. Another purple stamp. All right, let's do this the right way. We'll put this on here. And we'll close it. Pick it up. I am just making bunches of noises. Let's stamp this up the right way. And again, because I hadn't used it before, it didn't particularly stamp perfectly the first time because I had never used it before. Look how pretty he is. He's completely folded in. It will lighten up a little bit when the ink dries. So then after that, I can use his little face for the hippopotamus. I might make him a birthday balloon or put a little bow right in the top of him. We'll just have to see. And this is the other stamp that will stamp it possibly darker or whatever other color I choose to use. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.